Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $20 $1 million Lucky Sevens ticket. This is part of the September 2024 series of tickets that'll be coming out in Texas in a few days. This ticket is a number match game, and there are a few symbols you can find. There is a single 7 for an auto win, double 7 for 2 times your prize, and triple 7 for 3 times your prize. Here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.40, and it looks like you can win anywhere from $20 up to $1 million. I guess the only thing that really stands out here are the long odds at the $100,000 prize. 1 in a million seems kind of cheap, but that holds true with the rest of the tickets in this series, so not surprised. The rest of the prize structure, nothing too crazy is jumping out at me, so we will talk about taxes. So in Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view these top 3 prizes. So instead of what we see here on the screen, I'm going to view these as $15,200, $76,000, and then $760,000 for the top prize. And with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 73 and 74%. So this does exceed the minimum 70% payout that we look for all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other $20 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 73% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 73% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $200 prize level. So excuse me. So if you are playing this game, when you do win on it, you're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $20 and $200. There is a split there at the $200 prize level. It's about 84 to 16. So about 84% of these $200 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are winning. The other 16% are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that only about 1 in every 340 tickets has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $6,800 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that's really important information to note if you are considering playing this game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that'll leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 65 and 66%. Again, this is well above the minimum 60% payout that we look for the bottom 99% of prizes on all tickets. So again, we'll see how this compares to other $20 tickets starting on this page. So on this page, we're tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $20 tickets. The data point for Lucky Sevens is all the way over here on the right. So you can see we did get a decrease in value from the previous VIP Millions ticket that came out a couple months ago. And anytime I see a decrease in value like this, I always suggest don't play the ticket, because for every ticket you buy, you're communicating approval for what your state lottery is doing. And at least for me, I don't want to communicate approval to a state lottery that is pulling value out of a ticket. And so this is one that I wouldn't play. I would just leave it on the shelf, and hopefully send the message that we don't like to see these decreases in value. We don't appreciate it. We don't deserve it. And we're not going to buy the ticket when the state decides to do that. So yeah, I would just wait for the next ticket that has an increase in value before I would buy. Now, if you are playing $20 tickets in Texas, up here in green, you see the best tickets in every column. So if you're playing for overall value, the $85 million explosion has the best value of any $20 ticket we've seen come out of Texas in the last year and a half or so. If you're playing for odds, $1 million Lotteria has the best odds. If you're a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, $85 million explosion has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure. And then if you're more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, The $1 million cash blast has the most money at the top. And then we are keeping track of top prizes as well, if you're interested in that. Now, here on this page, we're ranking Texas $20 tickets based on overall payout. Let's see, Lucky Sevens on the bottom half of this list. So, yeah, this is another, like a second pretty good reason not to play this. So, the first one was that the value decreased from the previous $20 ticket. This one, bottom half of the list of tickets, of $20 tickets in Texas. So, it doesn't really rank that well among other $20 tickets. It's in 11th place overall. You've got plenty of other $20 tickets that have higher payouts. And, scratch tickets are a losing venture anyways. And because of that, you definitely want to buy the best product that you can. And so you've got a lot of other options besides this Lucky Sevens ticket. Here on this page, we're looking at the rankings based on the bottom 99% payout. And again, Lucky Sevens in 11th place. And I guess I didn't update this list. I need to update the numbers here. But Lucky Sevens is in 11th place here. And again, you have a lot of tickets that are much friendlier to average players than this Lucky Sevens is. So another reason to maybe not play this one and skip it. Now here on this page, this is a really important page. It's where we get to compare $20 tickets across states. And let's see, the top 35 $20 tickets we've reviewed on the channel are on the screen. $73.95 is not good enough to make this top 35 list. There are some Texas tickets on this list, but they're towards the bottom of the list. And so, what this means is that Texas, not really competitive with, say, like Georgia, California, Florida, and especially Massachusetts. We want Texas to be more competitive with what other states are doing. But Massachusetts by far has the best $20 tickets out there. 3 of the 4 that we've seen came out at 81% payout. And we got to ask the question, if Massachusetts can put out $20 tickets at 81% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is Texas putting out $20 tickets at 73% payout? That's over 7 full percentage points less than what you're getting from at least this Bonanza ticket, Massachusetts. And 7% is a ton of money when you think about how many tickets make up just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $20 price tag, and that's $200 million wrapped up in just one of these scratch games. And 7% of $200 million is $14 million that the Massachusetts Lottery is putting into the hands of its players, that the Texas Lottery is stealing from its players. They're holding back way more money than they need to. In my opinion, that's stealing. And so the Texas Lottery is stealing from its players. I don't like to see scratch players taken advantage of, but that is exactly what Texas is doing with basically every ticket that it puts out. Now here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 65.75 was good enough to make this list, so we see Lucky Sevens here in 16th place overall. But I'll mention this again. We see a ton of Texas tickets here at the top of this bottom 99% list. So Texas tickets are very friendly to average players compared to what other states are doing. The problem is the overall value of the tickets are not competitive with what other states are doing. So this is a really, really deceptive practice that Texas is putting into place. 99% of people that play the Texas games feel like they're getting a pretty good deal, but they don't know what the overall payout of the ticket is. They don't know that when they do hit in the top 1% of prizes, the payoff is so small. There's not really that much to win at the top of these Texas prize structures. And so, you got to have a balance. You can't just have, better than average 99%, bottom 99% payouts, because if you're always losing, even the best one, if you're always losing 29% of your money and you never get a good payout when you do make that big hit, then you're just losing money all the time. And so that's a big, big problem. It's deception that Texas Lottery practices in basically every ticket they put out. And it's a problem they need to fix. Now here on this page, this is to give a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on this new Lucky Sevens ticket. The best $2 ticket we've seen on the channel came out of Georgia. Fast 20s had 75% payout. That's over 1 full percentage point more than you're getting from a $20 ticket in Texas. That's crazy. The best $5 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, 77% payout. That's almost 4 full percentage points more than what you're getting from a $20 ticket in Texas. This is you know, it's just backwards. You shouldn't have more expensive tickets with less payout than cheaper tickets, even if it is from other states. Um, the Massachusetts lottery, which we'll see here on the next page, regularly comes out with $10 tickets at 80% payout. That means that's the bar. Every ticket from every state that comes out that costs more than $10 should have 81% payout minimum. And here's Texas at 73% payout. So, this is something Texas Lottery should be embarrassed about. They should be ashamed of how they treat people. And they should really, I think they should apologize to the people who are buying their tickets and getting ripped off. Now, here on this page are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. There are plenty of $20 tickets here, lots of $10 tickets. Like I said, Massachusetts regularly has $10 tickets coming out at 80% payout. That means every $20 ticket should at least have 81% payout. And until they do, play $10 tickets. Find a Massachusetts scratcher that you like online, buy in on some $10 tickets. You're going to get way more bang for your buck doing that than you are wasting your money on these Texas tickets. Here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 65.75 wasn't good enough to make this list for the Lucky Sevens ticket. But yeah, that's about it for the Texas Lottery $20, $1 million Lucky Sevens ticket. It's not the worst $20 ticket we've seen, but it's definitely not competitive enough with what other states are doing. And it's so far behind what Massachusetts is doing. And so you got to stop letting yourself get taken advantage of and getting ripped off, because that's what the Texas Lottery is doing. It's basically doing that with every single scratch ticket they put out. And it's not going to stop until you stop buying the tickets, unfortunately. So I know it's a tough decision to make and hard to do, especially if you like scratching yourself instead of like buying in on books. But there are way better tickets that you can, be a part of, but you have to join in with scratchers from other states. So that's what I would do until Texas Lottery decides to get its act together, because right now they stink. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.